Welcome to Open Studio. The name of the show is Where Are the Fathers? And we have Ubud Patrick and Ubud Amos, and we're talking about the importance of letting go and speaking about the feelings, especially when it comes to a boy child, because they keep it all in, and at the end of the day, the behavior is actually different. But Amos, you can just tell us more about the feeling in the boys.
Yes, I was saying the manner in which we were socialized as men and as fathers is such that we have a narrow understanding of what it is to be a man. The common notion of being a man is to be strong, men don't cry, men take risk, men they drive cars very fast. Men, in their vocab, they don't have a simple wording that says, I am sorry. You never, seldom get that from a man. Because once you begin to express that, you are being seen as a coward and as a sissy.
Of course.
And no man wants to be seen as a sissy. Because of that reason, we've seen the issue of caring, particularly of caring for children, as a responsibility of mothers and women. And I'm saying we got to be changing because we don't know what we are missing. And again, I mean, the impact of the absence of fathers is equally the same, if it's not waste, to the girl child in this country. And I've been working with girls and mothers. The state of girls in this country is really appalling because they are exposed to high levels of rape. They are exposed to incest from their own uncles. What if the father was there? Things could have been different. But in school as well, they don't perform optimally because there's a missing link in terms of capacity assistance towards the child. So for me, the impact to the boy child and the girl child is equally the same. And I'm saying of the girl might be worse because girls, every month, they go to menstrual cycle, and there's a difficult opportunity moment where they want to be quiet and be themselves, where they want to relate to a male being, and the father is not there.
Wow. But Amos, with your experience of your father not being there, and now you have kids, how are you ensuring that you carry the legacy of being a father? Because I believe there's a difference between daddy and a father. How are you instilling those manners onto them that they must be responsible?
Because I had that experience, and I don't want my boys, I've got 2 boys.
Oh, wow.
Yes, to get in a situation that I had, and it's very painful. I don't want that. I encourage them to go to school, and my older son is now is an artist. He's singing, and my second child is overseas.
Oh.
He's 9 years old. He's in New York for 5 years now. I always encourage them to have respect. I always encourage them. Sometimes we sit around the table and we speak about things. We speak about the life. We speak about to be a man after, because I always refer back. I'm not always saying my father was a failure. No, I don't want to say that to them. I don't want to mention that to them. He was not a failure. There were things that happened so that he was not there for me. But now I always say to them, focus forward. And then you must face a challenge. Life is got challenges. You've got these stages as a man. You've got a stage of young, and then you've got a man where you become a man. Once you go from the bush, and when you come from the bush, then you need to face the life. Exactly. So they took that as because the older one is 21 years old. So I'm so happy because he's still there. He's still behaving. He wants to be an example outside there. So it's very important. I don't want to see a situation where they end up committing crime and all that stuff, gang violence and all that stuff, because our country is bad on that. I mean, there's a high rate of crime outside there.
All right. With that being said, Patrick, would we say that the absent father lead to the high rate of crime? And what are you doing in your projects, the practical things and creative things that you are doing to instill some morals into these young boys and to actually integrate them into being a responsible man for tomorrow?
Thank you. Let me start by saying we've got something in common, myself
Okay.
and Amos.
Yeah.
I am fathering 2 young men. One is 23, the other one is 13. The other one just finished at UCT, he's working now, and he'll be going back to school at UWC for LLB. The other one is going to high school next year. I love them so much. So that's what is common to us.
Oh, wonderful.
But coming back to your question, indeed there is a scientific evidence that tells us that the absence of fathers has got some impact and a bad impact on the lives of boys. One, they don't have a reference of a father figure, not who instructs them, but who listens to them and models for them. Remember, our role is not about instructing and controlling our kids. Our kids are unlike television that we control. Our role as parents is to support, but also it's about listening to them. So that reference is not there. Wow. And unfortunately, it's a missing link, which works their own psychology as human beings. Okay. And they end up making gross mistakes.
Yes.
Well, yes, young people are young enough to make mistakes. But if fathers are not there to mentor and guide them and support them along this walk of journey of life, they will end up doing huge mistakes.
Wow. All right. With that being said, also boys, they need support, and we're going to take it just after the break to make sure that we go deeper than that, including the mothers as well. Sure. Thank you.